The pandemic curve is looking more like a steep line going up in the United States right now. The number of people in hospital and the number of people dying from COVID-19 is climbing to new peaks. Yesterday alone, more than 3,100 people died. That's a new single-day high. The second time in less than a week that a record number of U.S. deaths were reported. More than 106,000 people are hospitalized. That, too, a record number that is trending sharply higher. The New York Times reports that hospitals in both big cities and small towns are being overwhelmed and running out of beds to care for critically ill patients. With that grim data for a backdrop, approval of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine will be debated today in the United States. A panel of expert advisors to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration will be meeting and then making their recommendation. That session will be streamed live. The FDA is expected to follow the panel's advice, but it can make its own decision. Approval could come by the end of the day. The official in charge of the Trump administration's vaccine plan says 2.9 million doses will be shipping shortly after that happens. Now, as we've been reporting, the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine must be shipped and stored at minus 70 degrees. So ultra-cold dry ice is now a very hot commodity. And our senior correspondent, Susan Ormiston, brings us that story today.
We're here at Roberts Oxygen, a compressed gas company in Maryland, which is now part of the pandemic solution because it makes, among other things, dry ice. That process starts out here with liquid carbon dioxide trucked in and then connected up to this huge storage tank. From here, it goes inside for the next step. That CO2 comes into this plant, and inside these steel boxes is compressed into pellets of dry ice. They go into what's called a dry ice bin, and this can be used for transportation or storage, say at a hospital or a pharmacy. The vaccine would go in here and keep it very cold at that minus 70 degrees Celsius temperature for Pfizer's vaccine. The problem is so much of this is time sensitive because dry ice does evaporate, so these bins would have to be replenished or replaced on a regular basis. It's an amazing logistical challenge to get this vaccine to all the millions of people who are going to need it, and this company is now part of that. Susan Ormiston, CBC News in Rockville, Maryland.